Lin Yu is 18 years old, works a job handling monster corpses at night, gets beaten up at school during the day, and has a vitality score so low that nobody in this entire academy believes he belongs here. But right now, he is standing in the center of an electrified cage in front of the entire school, while a publicly broadcasted duel plays out in real time, and the guy across from him just activated hidden traps specifically designed to make sure Lin Yu cannot win. 3 days ago, he was nobody. Then, a dead monster's soul entered his body and gave him something the system calls the soul devouring ability, and everything changed. He fought 4 coordinated beasts alone in a dark hallway with nothing but inherited warrior memories and claws growing out of his hands. He survived corruption that should have been irreversible. He earned a military recommendation letter that bypasses every rule designed to keep people like him out. And now Zhang Yang, the guy who stomped on him in front of his classmates, destroyed his sister's medicine, and rigged this entire duel with electricity and fire, is standing 10 meters away looking at Lin Yu like a predator that just cornered its meal. The crowd already wrote him off. The teacher already called his expulsion. Zhang Yang already told his lackey to activate the traps. Nobody in that arena knows what Lin Yu is actually capable of, but they are all about to find out. The story kicks off outside a classroom where a crowd of students press their faces against the glass, watching the chaos unfold inside like it is free entertainment. Lin Yu, our boy, is on the floor, completely beaten up, surrounded by the mess these bastards made of him. Standing over him is Zhang Yang, the academy's senior with a vitality score of 3-5, holding a medicine bottle that belongs to Lin Yu. His lackey stands right beside him wearing a smug grin, mocking Lin Yu for daring to talk back. The lackey reminds him that his vitality score is below even a normal person's threshold, and that the only reason he even got into this academy is because of his sister. Bro got into school on sister privilege and is getting roasted for it in real time. Rough day. Zhang Yang walks toward Lin Yu slowly, dangling the medicine bottle in front of him like a toy. He asks our boy if he wants it back, then intentionally lets it slip from his fingers. Lin Yu lunges forward desperately. He is a second too late. The bottle shatters on the floor. Before he can even process the loss, Zhang Yang grabs him by the collar and licks him clean off the ground, hurling him across the room like a piece of trash directly toward the dustbin. Because apparently that is where he belongs according to this guy. Zhang Yang steps on him and prepares to take things even further, then suddenly freezes. Wait, why did Zhang Yang turn completely black in this panel? The author is absolutely cooked on something, and I respect it. A voice from outside the classroom announces a teacher approaching. Zhang Yang immediately backs off, calling Lin Yu a weak dick one last time before walking out like nothing happened. Lin Yu stares at the shattered medicine on the floor. He already knows what this means. Overtime shifts, again just to afford a replacement. He grits his teeth and makes a silent promise to himself that Zhang Yang is going to pay for every single bit of this. Then a hand reaches down toward him. It belongs to Lin Xin, a girl from his class who clearly gives a damn about him. Every single character in this manhwa has a name that sounds identical to every other character, so from this point forward, Lin Xin is Sakura, non-negotiable. Sakura helps him to his feet and asks quietly if he is okay. Before anything remotely romantic can happen, his watch buzzes with an urgent message demanding to know why he has not shown up to work yet. Lin Yu moves immediately without a word, leaving Sakura standing there mid-sentence. Certified Sigma behavior. The man has bills to pay. On his way to work riding his beat-up cheap Hayabusa, we get the full picture of this world. In the year 4832, monsters began descending from the sky without warning, tearing through civilization everywhere they landed. Humanity responded the only way it could, by evolving, breaking past their physical limits, and awakening the ability to fight back. These awakened individuals became known as warriors, carrying the highest levels of respect and privilege in society. But there was a brutal catch nobody saw coming. Even after defeating these monsters, they could not actually be killed. The bodies would reanimate and become something even more dangerous than before. Eventually, humanity discovered the only permanent solution: burn them to ash completely. That is Lin Yu's job. He arrives at the facility, gears up, and gets to work. The reason he is here every single night is simple. His sister's medicine costs around 200,000 won, and someone has to pay for it. As he walks through the facility, he thinks about her. She is nothing like him. Not the garbage he considers himself to be. She is a prodigy who awakened a rare ability that almost nobody possesses. But on her 17th birthday, she fell into a coma and has not woken up since. She protected him his entire life. Now it is his turn to return the favor. He begins moving the dead monster bodies toward the burning pod one by one. It looks simple from the outside, but one wrong move during this process can cause a body to reanimate into something far more dangerous than it originally was. That is why the job pays well. That is why Lin Yu is here despite everything. Then something goes wrong. A dark aura begins forming inside the burning pod. Lin Yu notices it immediately and his body tenses. Before he can react, the aura escapes the pod and surges directly toward him and goes straight into his head. What the actual hell is this dark aura doing? It just violated our boy's personal space without consent. Instead of pain, a strange warmth spreads through him. Then a flood of memories crashes into his mind all at once. They belong to the dead soldier whose body is in the pod. A man who spent his entire life grinding past his vitality limits, slaughtering slaughtering monsters and defending his country with everything he had until his very last breath. As the final memory fades, a system window materializes behind Lin Yu. Soul Devouring System. Our boy barely has time to read the name before the situation gets dramatically worse. The dead monster in the pod suddenly reanimates. It roars directly at Lin Yu from point-blank range. He nearly loses his mind on the spot, seeing a level 1 beast snap back to life right in front of him. The beast lunges and pins him to the ground before he can even think. Just as the situation hits critical, the system window explodes across his vision, demanding he choose one ability from 3 options immediately. Lin Yu mashes the selection for basic military martial arts. The beast gives him absolutely zero time to breathe. It shatters the chains holding it and launches forward with 12-inch claws aimed directly at his face. Lin Yu throws himself sideways and barely clears the strike. The moment he adjusts his posture, something shifts inside him. A surge of power running through his muscles, his vision sharpening to a clarity he has never experienced before. That is what happens when the universe forces you to get your life together in 30 seconds or die. The beast charges again, going for one clean, devastating hit. Lin Yu reads it and dodges. Then he realizes what is happening. His body is moving on its own, replicating the combat patterns from the soldier's memories flowing through his mind. The monster lunges one final time, and Lin Yu spots the opening. He drives a kick directly into its chin with everything he has. The beast hits the ground and does not get back up. He stands over the fallen monster completely stunned. The same energy as receiving a text from your crush at 2 a.m. Pure disbelief mixed with euphoria. A system window materializes over the corpse, informing him that a devourable target has been detected and asking if he wishes to consume it. Lin Yu has just had his first real taste of power. He accepts without a single moment of hesitation. The moment Lin Yu accepts the devouring, the dark aura explodes outward and wraps around him from every direction before forcing itself inside him. This time there is no warmth. Pure intense pain rips through his body as the beast's memories come flooding in. Unlike the soldier, this creature was not a warrior or a protector. It was a monster in every sense of the word. Hundreds of humans hunted, killed, and eaten without a single trace of hesitation or remorse. The memories end, and Lin Yu sits there in complete disbelief, staring at nothing as the full picture of what exists on the front line settles over him. The warriors out there face things like this every single day. And on that note, genuine respect to every real soldier putting their life on the line. That hits different after watching that memory. A system window materializes asking him to choose one skill from 3 options: Claw Skill, Devour Technique, and Chaos Consciousness. He goes through each one carefully. The Devour Technique gets rejected immediately because he has absolutely zero interest in finding out what that does to a living person. After a brief moment of consideration, he selects Claw Skill. Both his hands immediately begin transforming, massive razor-sharp claws erupting from his fingers in a display that looks genuinely terrifying and insanely powerful at the same time. The system then displays his full ability list. First, military martial arts at level 1, increasing stamina by 10% and highlighting an opponent's weak points during combat. Second, claw skill, boosting hand-based attacks and significantly amplifying damage output against enemies. Then the system announces that the soul devouring function will be sealed for the next 12 hours. Lin Yu sits down on the ground and starts studying his new powers carefully. He notices 2 options: use and absorb. The use function is straightforward enough, increasing a skill's proficiency through repeated application. The absorb option is less clear, so he decides to shelve that experiment for later. He also notes that the system itself has levels and can be upgraded over time. He files that information away and gets back on his feet. To test everything out, he clears his mind and begins replicating the soldier's martial arts from memory. Every combination, every movement, every transition between strikes executed with deliberate focus. He stops, strips off his work gear, and immediately notices something different about his body. His vitality flow is significantly smoother than before. He notes that the military martial arts are considerably harder than anything the academy taught him, but leagues more effective in actual application. He runs through everything again, and again, and again. The scene cuts to the academy classroom the next morning where the teacher is calling Lin Yu's name with increasing irritation. Our boy is completely knocked out at his desk. He jolts awake the moment his name registers, and the teacher immediately launches into a full lecture, asking if he came to class specifically to sleep, reminding him that graduation is only 2 months away, and pointing out that with his garbage vitality score, he's going to end up working construction rather than becoming a warrior. His classmates erupt into predictable laughter. Lin Yu apologizes quietly and says nothing else. After class ends and the teacher takes her leave, Lin Yu reflects on why he passed out in the first place. He was so genuinely excited about his new abilities that he trained the entire night without stopping, and after all that, the proficiency only climbed 11%, way too slow. He starts thinking about a faster method and lands on the obvious answer: actual combat. His train of thought gets derailed immediately when Zhang Yang's lackey materializes beside him, mouth already running. He mocks Lin Yu for looking like he was up all night gooning, tells him to quit dreaming about becoming a warrior, and suggests he go find some construction work to support his sister instead. Lin Yu says absolutely nothing. He just turns and looks at the lackey, and the lackey immediately feels something shift in that stare, something that was not there before. The glare of a man who spent last night growing claws and beating a monster to death. Different energy entirely. Before anything can escalate, Sakura steps between them and tells the lackey to cut it out. The lackey tells her to mind her business. I wanted the fight. Sakura had other plans. Unforgivable. Fed up with the entire situation, Lin Yu grabs Sakura by the hand and walks out of the classroom, leaving the lackey standing there with his unfinished trash talk. Sakura is absolutely losing her mind internally at the Sigma move. She is 2 seconds away from writing his name in her notebook surrounded by hearts. The lackey is not done. He calls after Lin Yu, demanding to know if he is a man or a coward. Lin Yu stops walking. He turns around. He issues a formal challenge, a duel. The lackey's friends burst into laughter at the idea of this trash vitality, nobody challenging someone who outclasses him on paper by a significant margin. The lackey smiles and accepts. He has absolutely no idea what is about to happen to him. The moment the duel gets declared, the entire academy drops everything and floods in to watch. Word travels fast when a nobody challenges someone who outranks him on every measurable stat. Lin Yu stands across from the lackey in the middle of the crowd, completely calm while the lackey cracks his knuckles with a confident grin. One of the lackey's friends leans in and tells him to just knock our boy out with a single punch and end this embarrassment as fast as possible. The vitality gap alone should make this a non-contest. The lackey rolls his shoulders and gets into position, announcing that today is the perfect opportunity to test his high vitality combat training on a real target. He's going to teach Lin Yu a lesson he will not forget. Our boy looks him dead in the eyes and tells him he is gay. The lackey completely loses his mind and charges forward, throwing a wild punch. Sakura screams at Lin Yu to watch out. Lin Yu does not move back a single centimeter. He grabs the lackey's incoming fist by the wrist, locks his grip, and tells him plainly that he is about to get the beating of his life. The lackey immediately tries to yank his hand free. He cannot. The realization that he cannot escape spreads across his face and the panic sets in fast. Lin Yu gives him zero time to process it. He pulls the lackey forward and drives his knee directly into his chin with devastating force. Then, without pausing, he follows up with a solid punch straight to the face. 3 teeth leave their original location. That punch carried every single ounce of humiliation, overtime shifts, broken medicine bottles, and trash talk that has been piling up for months. Every single one. The sheer force sends the lackey flying backward, and he lands on the ground like a complete and total failure. He lies there in agony, his hand going straight to his mouth as the horrifying reality of his missing teeth registers. Lin Yu walks up and stands directly over him, his voice completely calm as he delivers one final warning. Talk about him or his sister like that again, and he will not stop at a warning next time. Then he turns and walks away. The lackey's pride refuses to accept this. He spots a sword lying nearby, grabs it, and charges at Lin Yu's back. Our boy senses it coming before the lackey even closes half the distance. He spins around and activates his claw skill. The blade shatters into pieces on contact like it was made of cardboard. The lackey stumbles backward and hits the ground, staring up at the massive claws protruding from Lin Yu's hands, his face completely drained of color. Lin Yu looks down at him and asks if he wants to continue. The surrounding crowd has gone completely silent. Some of them are visibly disturbed, muttering that those claws look less like a warrior ability and more like something a monster would have. Lin Yu does not give a single care about any of it. He turns and starts walking away. Bro really said I grew claws, knocked out your teeth, shattered your sword, and now I am leaving. Iconic. The lackey shouts after him that Zhang Yang is going to come for him personally. Lin Yu stops walking for exactly 1 second. He tells the lackey that whoever comes after him is more than welcome to try, and adds that this time it was the sword he destroyed. Next time it will be his manhood. That was genuinely one of the coldest threats ever delivered in a school hallway. Standing ovation. Night falls and Lin Yu arrives at his job, geared up and ready. He immediately checks the system and confirms the 12-hour seal has been lifted. The soul devouring function is back online. He heads inside. In the hallway he crosses paths with an older guy walking the opposite direction. The old geezer stops and makes a point of noting that our boy has absolutely no manners for not greeting his superior. Lin Yu watches him pass and internally tells him exactly where to go. The geezer calls back over his shoulder without turning around, informing him that a massive new batch of corpses has just arrived and he needs to get to work immediately. Lin Yu enters the storage area and looks around. The number of warrior corpses has increased noticeably compared to recent shifts. He stares at the bodies and thinks back to the beast's memories, the level of destruction those creatures were capable of on the front lines. He wonders quietly if things out there are worse than anyone is letting on. Then again, if the situation was truly that bad, it would be all over the news. He pushes the thought aside and gets to work. He approaches the first warrior's body and takes a moment to pay his respects. Then he begins devouring. The system window appears, asking him to choose one skill from 3 options: basic military martial arts, corrupted squad badge, and mutually assured destruction. He spots the military martial arts immediately, the same skill he acquired from the first soldier, and selects it without hesitation. A surge of power runs through him as the system confirms the upgrade. Military martial arts has reached level 2, stamina boost increased to 20%, and a new ability added that allows him to predict an opponent's opponent's movement path by half a second. He also realizes this is what the absorbed function was for all along. The excitement hits immediately. He moves toward the next warrior's corpse, ready to keep stacking levels, and the system slaps him directly in the face with a 12-hour cooldown notification. Just like Claude cutting you off right in the middle of something important. Genuinely one of the most painful experiences known to mankind. He stands there for a moment, processing the disappointment, then gets back to the actual job and starts burning down the corpses one by one. Meanwhile, somewhere on the front lines, the aftermath of a brutal battle is being cleaned up. The injured are getting rushed to hospital transports while the dead are loaded onto trucks. A soldier taps the side of the truck, signaling the load is complete, and the vehicle rolls out toward the disposal site. But among the pile of monster corpses stacked in the back, something is moving. One of them is not dead. It is very much alive, camouflaged perfectly among the bodies, completely undetected, riding the truck straight toward the city. That is not good at all. The scene opens not on Lin Yu, but on Sakura, surrounded by Zhang Yang and his crew inside the academy. Zhang Yang stands at the center looking completely unbothered, delivering a simple message. Tell Lin Yu to meet him at the playground. No violence, just an apology. That is all he wants. Otherwise, he's going to make Lin Yu regret ever raising a hand against his people. Sakura refuses flat out. The lackey started everything, and Lin Yu has nothing to apologize for. The lackey, currently wrapped head to toe in bandages from the beating he received, screams at her that she was literally laughing while he was getting his teeth knocked out. This man is in full bandages, complaining about disrespect. The audacity is astronomical. Sakura holds her ground and tells them plainly that she is not passing any message along no matter what they do, so they decide to make her regret it. The bald bully snatches her notebook right out of her hands and starts playing with it, dangling it just out of reach. The lackey shoves her back against the wall. A bunch of guys ganging up on one girl over a notebook. Genuinely pathetic behavior from people who will never be mentioned in any history book. The bald guy takes it a step further and tears the notebook clean in half. The lackey sneers that this is what happens when she sides with a loser like Lin Yu. Everything that happens to her from this point is his fault. Zhang Yang steps forward and crouches slightly to meet her eye level, asking why she is overreacting over a simple book. Then he reaches out and holds her chin, telling her to stop being difficult, side with him, and do what she is told. Sakura looks at his finger on her face and bites down on it as hard as she can. Zhang Yang pulls back and slaps her across the face without hesitation. The lackey immediately starts yapping at Zhang Yang again about disrespect, completely oblivious to his own hypocrisy. Sakura looks down at the torn notebook on the floor. She spent half a month making those notes. For Lin Yu, she spots the remaining half still intact and lunges forward to grab it. Zhang Yang moves faster. He slams her against the wall with full force this time, hard enough to actually hurt her. He stands over her and starts talking about how his strength operates on a completely different level from everyone else in this school. Then he releases his grip and casually tells his crew to line up and beat her one by one. A grown man who just slapped a girl is now organizing a queue to beat her further. I have run out of words for this guy. What a dog. One of them raises his fist. His wrist gets grabbed mid-swing. Lin Yu stands there with his hand locked around the bully's arm, looking at the entire group with a completely flat expression. He asks them if they are seriously proud of going 4-on-1 against a girl. Sakura immediately tells him to run. He has no idea how outmatched he is here. Lin Yu tightens his grip and the bully lets out a scream of pain. He is not going anywhere. Zhang Yang steps forward with a smirk, noting that Lin Yu just saved him the trouble of hunting him down. Then Lin Yu looks at the destroyed notebook on the floor, the one Sakura spent weeks preparing for him, and something shifts in his expression. He turns back to Zhang Yang and calls him dogshit. Zhang Yang fires back with big talk, small dick. Before the second syllable of that insult finishes leaving his mouth, Lin Yu drives a punch directly into his face with full force. Zhang Yang slides backward from the impact. Lin Yu straightens up and tells him quietly that he is going to pay back everything Zhang Yang has done to him, with double the interest. The students watching from behind go completely silent. Nobody expected this. The lackey snaps out of his shock and starts screaming at Zhang Yang to destroy him. Zhang Yang steadies himself, and instead of charging forward, he pulls out a formal duel application. 3 days from today, Central Playing Ground, 1-on-1. If Zhang Yang loses, he will personally apologize, cover every single damage he has caused, and never go near Lin Yu or Sakura again. He drops the application on the ground in front of Lin Yu. Then he steps closer and lays out the other side of the deal. If Lin Yu loses, he kneels in front of the entire academy, admits publicly that he is a piece of trash, and drops out of school completely. The crowd immediately starts buzzing. Everyone agrees Lin Yu is finished if he accepts this. Even Sakura grabs his arm and begs him not to sign it. Zhang Yang's crew is practically celebrating already, completely certain there is no way nobody accepts those terms. Lin Yu picks up the application. He signs it, under a condition that the whole fight should be recorded and broadcasted publicly. He throws it back at Zhang Yang. Then he turns and walks away, saying over his shoulder that he is going to get his win. The night shift at the crematorium starts like any other. Lin Yu swipes his pass key at the entrance to the burning room, his mind already somewhere else entirely. 3 days. That is all he has before the duel with Zhang Yang, and right now his skill set is nowhere near ready. He needs new abilities, or at minimum, a significant upgrade to what he already has before that fight happens. The old geezer materializes behind him with his usual companion in tow, announcing that Crematorium 1 is overloaded tonight, which means their workload just just doubled. Lin Yu pieces it together immediately. Crematorium 1 handles the stronger beasts, so overflow from there means whatever is landing on his table tonight is a step above the usual. The guy standing next to the geezer wastes no time laying the flattery on thick, praising the old man's leadership for keeping the front lines functioning. The geezer absorbs a compliment like a sponge, and reassures his bootlicker that someone with the highest vitality score among the crematorium workers will always be looked after. These two have genuinely contributed nothing to this facility except hot air and a mutual appreciation society. Remarkable dedication to doing absolutely nothing. They both turn and notice Lin Yu staring. The geezer orders him to stop standing around and get to work. Lin Yu walks through the door and calls him a bastard under his breath. Meanwhile, over in Crematorium 7, the geezer's loyal flatterer is already complaining about the workload while processing a beast carcass. He does not notice the dark aura forming behind him until it is far too late to matter. He turns around. Something massive is standing right there. It moves before he can make a sound, kills him instantly, and drags his body away into the dark. Back in Crematorium 6, Lin Yu hears a distant scream somewhere down the facility. He glances up, hears nothing else, and goes back to work. The pile of beast corpses tonight is noticeably larger than usual. He moves toward the nearest one, and something catches his eye immediately. The color of its tail is shifting. He leans in to get a closer look. The beast explodes upright and roars directly in his face. Lin Yu's entire body goes cold. He throws himself sideways as the tail whips through the space where his head just was, missing by centimeters. Then the beast does something worse. It camouflages completely and vanishes from sight. Lin Yu freezes in place, every muscle locked, because a hit from something he cannot see and cannot track is coming from a direction he cannot predict. He forces himself to think. This beast was never dead. It camouflaged itself among the corpses, rode the truck straight into the facility, and has been waiting. Smart, dangerous, currently invisible somewhere in this room. Lin Yu closes his eyes, draws on the military martial arts running through his body from the soldier's memories, and sharpens every sense he has to its maximum. The location surfaces in his mind like a signal cutting through static. He grabs the nearest object and hurls it at the spot. It connects. The camouflage shatters. The beast lunges out of the reveal with zero hesitation, and Lin Yu drives his claws straight through it before it covers half the distance. The beast drops. He stands over it, breathing hard, fully aware that a single hit from one of these things would have started the corruption process inside him. The military martial art saved his life by making him fast enough to avoid every strike. He takes exactly 1 second to acknowledge that before the facility speakers crackle to life. Every crematorium has been compromised. Beasts are loose throughout the building. All personnel are ordered to reach the safe rooms immediately and wait for military backup. Lin Yu shoves the shutter open and steps into the hallway. He passes the bootlicker's body without stopping. There is nothing to be done there. Ahead of him, the hallway fills with running figures. The old geezer and several workers sprinting toward him with beasts closing in fast from behind. Lin Yu does not hesitate. He grabs the nearest object and launches it at the leading beast, buying the group precious seconds to run. A door ahead swings open and someone shouts at everyone to get inside immediately. The group surges forward. Lin Yu runs with them. Then a hand shoves him from behind with full force. The old geezer, using him as a shield, orders Lin Yu to cover for the rest of them while they escape. This man just used the person with the lowest vitality score in the building as a human barrier. The audacity deserves its own award. One of the beasts closes the gap instantly, launching itself at Lin Yu. He kicks it hard enough to send it skidding back and sprints for the door. The group is inside. The door is right there. They close it in his face. There was time. They saw him coming. They closed it anyway. From behind the sealed door, voices filter through, telling Lin Yu to accept his fate because he is not worth saving. Lin Yu stares at the door for exactly 1 second and responds by cursing every single person inside along with everyone they have ever met. He turns around. 4 beasts stand in the hallway, coordinated, aware, moving with the deliberate intelligence of creatures that have hunted humans long enough to understand how they think. Lin Yu does a quick internal calculation and arrives at the only conclusion available to him: fight or become a meal. He trusts the warriors whose memories live inside him. They faced worse than this and kept moving. So will he. He picks one and charges directly at it. The beast has no time to process the aggression before the strike lands. The remaining 3 immediately camouflage and disappear. But this is a real battle now, not a test, not a single opponent in a controlled space, and the system responds accordingly, upgrading his skills in real time. His perception sharpens to a new level, and a weak point on the nearest beast lights up in his awareness like a target. He drives straight at it and hits the mark clean. A second beast seizes the opening, lunging at him from the side while his attention is split. Lin Yu reads it at the last second, pivots, and drives his fist into the creature's skull with his claws fully extended. It crumples. 2 down. He turns for the remaining pair and finds nothing. They are gone, not retreating, repositioning. These 2 are different, smarter, more patient. Lin Yu stops moving entirely and lets the silence of the hallway work for him, spreading his senses outward the way the martial arts taught him. Then he catches it, a faint drip of blood falling from a spot on the ceiling where nothing should be bleeding. He launches himself at the location before the beast can react, drives his claw directly through its skull, and lands in a clean drop. The 4th beast hits him from behind in the same breath. His hand takes the full force of the strike, and the damage is immediate and severe. Both hands barely functional, the pain screaming up through his arms. The beast vanishes again. Lin Yu looks up and catches another blood drip directly overhead. He looks at the beast watching him from above and tells it calmly that he let it hit him on purpose just to find it. Look, we both know that was not entirely a choice, but the confidence of saying it out loud, unmatched energy. The beast drops toward him with everything it has. Lin Yu launches upward to meet it. They close the distance simultaneously, and Lin Yu's strike lands first. The beast hits the ground and does not move again. Lin Yu lands beside it, takes 2 steps, and his legs give out completely. He goes down hard, his body finally collecting the bill for everything the last several minutes demanded from it. As he loses consciousness, the dark aura from the fallen beast drifts silently toward him and seeps into his body. The military backup arrives and moves through the facility on high alert, weapons drawn, the squad leader warning everyone that these beasts attack from anywhere and trust nothing that looks dead. They push forward and stop cold when they reach Lin Yu's hallway. 4 beast carcasses, 1 unconscious worker, no squad, no weapons beyond what a crematorium worker carries. The white-haired squad captain crouches beside the nearest body and examines the kill wounds carefully. These were not done by standard weapons. The damage pattern belongs to something with claws, something closer to a beast than a human. One of the squad members calls out that the worker on the floor is still breathing. The old geezer emerges from the safe room and immediately points at Lin Yu's hands, telling the squad that he is corrupted and needs to be put down before he wakes up and becomes a threat. The squad member nearest to Lin Yu raises his weapon. The white-haired captain tells everyone to hold and stop moving. He walks over, crouches, and holds Lin Yu's damaged hand up for the squad to see clearly. True corruption is irreversible. Everyone in this line of work knows that. Lin Yu's hand is reverting back to normal in real time. The corruption is receding on its own. The squad goes quiet. The old geezer opens his mouth again, and the captain turns and informs him plainly that one more word will result in the old man being escorted directly to a cell. Absolute shutdown. The geezer has been collecting LS at a historic rate tonight. The captain looks at the 4 destroyed beasts and then back at the unconscious young man on the floor. 1 worker, no backup. 4 high-level coordinated beasts, all of them dead. He makes a decision. He orders his team to carry Lin Yu out carefully and take him into custody. Someone this exceptional does not get left behind. Inside the hospital, Lin Yu jolts awake in a panic, immediately scanning the room for threats. The white-haired captain sitting beside the bed tells him to relax because he is completely safe. Lin Yu asks who he is. The captain introduces himself as Chen Zhen, head of the corruption cleanup department. White hair, dangerous eyes, combat specialist. From this point forward, this man is Gokuna, half Gojo, half Sukuna, and if you disagree, let me know in the comments. Gokuna formally apologizes for the facility breach, taking responsibility for the security failure that allowed the beasts into the crematorium in the first place. Lin Yu waves it off, acknowledging that nobody could have predicted something like this. Gokuna studies him for a moment, then compliments him directly. A solo 4-on-1 against high-level coordinated beasts is not something even experienced warriors pull off cleanly. He extends a formal offer for Lin Yu to join the military. Lin Yu's eyes go wide. He asks if that is genuinely on the table for someone like him. Gokuna notes the reaction with mild surprise. Most people hesitate when military service comes up. Lin Yu does not hesitate for a single second. He tells Gokuna that he has watched countless warriors' bodies come through that crematorium, men and women who gave everything on the front lines. If he is going to die anyway, he would rather go down fighting to protect the people he loves than burning other people's corpses in the dark. Gokuna goes quiet for a moment. That answer clearly landed differently than he expected. Then the practical reality surfaces. Lin Yu's vitality score is 0.67. The minimum threshold to even sit the warrior selection exam is 3. He says it without self-pity, just the plain numbers. Gokuna reaches into his coat and places a formal recommendation letter on the bed. The exam opens within a month. With this letter, Lin Yu qualifies regardless of his vitality score. Prepare well. Gokuna stands and walks out. Lin Yu stares at the letter with the first genuine smile he has had in a long time. Warrior status means access to military medical resources, the kind of resources that could actually treat his sister. The thought barely finishes forming before the system interrupts with a notification window demanding his attention. 3 skill options. First, hard-scale armor, providing a damage-blocking layer on impact. Second, sharp claws, which would push his existing claw skill directly to level 2. Third, presence camouflage, the exact ability those beasts use to vanish completely from sight. Lin Yu thinks it through carefully. The beasts were only detectable because blood was dripping from their claws during the fight. A perfect user of camouflage would leave no such trace. That is an elite tier ability sitting right in front of him. He selects presence camouflage without another second of hesitation. The system follows up the camouflage selection with the full breakdown. Duration is directly tied to the user's physical stamina, and the ability allows the user to blend seamlessly into any surrounding environment. Lin Yu tests it immediately, and the gap between his current execution and what those beasts pulled off tonight is humbling. The skill is there, but the control is nowhere near combat ready yet. He pulls up his full ability list and takes stock of everything he has built so far: military martial arts, claw skill, and now presence camouflage. The soul devouring cooldown is back at 12 hours, which means no new skills until it resets. That gives him one clear objective: push every existing skill to its absolute limit before the cooldown drops. 3 days until Zhongyang. Not a single minute gets wasted. He finds a spot in the jungle and activates camouflage for the first time in open space. He holds the skill, stays perfectly still, and feels genuinely invisible, right up until a bird drops out of the sky and lands directly on his shoulder without a moment of hesitation. Lin Yu stares at it, the bird stares back. A wild animal just chose him as a perch while he was actively trying to be invisible. Devastating review of his current skill level. He calls himself garbage out loud and the bird flies away unbothered. He moves to a different spot deeper in the jungle, sits down, and approaches it differently this time. No rushing, no forcing. He closes his eyes and pours his complete concentration into the camouflage, blocking out everything else until the skill locks in properly. When he opens his eyes, the environment has folded around him completely. That is the method. He commits to drilling it exactly like this until the execution becomes instinctive. Back home, he stands in front of the mirror and runs the skill repeatedly, testing the precision of his control by making half his body visible while keeping the other half completely invisible. The system confirms a proficiency increase of 1.5%. Small, but real. Lin Yu looks at his reflection and feels something settle in his chest, a quiet, steady confidence that was not there before. Zhang Yang is going down today. The academy training ground is packed. Word spread fast about the public broadcast condition, and the crowd came ready for a show. Most of them are already writing Lin Yu off, calling him a coward for missing the past few days and betting he does not even show up. Zhang Yang's group has already decided they won, lounging around the arena with the energy of people collecting a prize they have not earned yet. The lackey leans over and confirms quietly that every trap is fully set and activation ready. Winning is mathematically impossible for Lin Yu. Nothing says confidence like rigging a public duel that is being recorded and broadcast to everyone. Truly elite strategic thinking. Sakura sits in the audience with her hands clasped together, eyes fixed on the empty entrance. He has not been to the academy in days and she has heard nothing. Zhang Yang steps to the center of the arena and lets his power loose, flames rippling around his body in a display designed to intimidate the crowd as much as his opponent. The teacher watching from the sideline mutters that Lin Yu clearly never knew his place and is going to get expelled over this. The doors blow open. Lin Yu walks through them like he owns the building, his presence carrying a weight that the crowd genuinely was not prepared for. He moves toward the center of the arena and his eyes drop briefly to the floor as he walks. Something about the surface is different. He files it away and keeps moving. Zhang Yang and Lin Yu stop directly in front of each other. Zhang Yan opens with the obvious jab, figured our boy had already run away. Lin Yu tells him to stop worrying about him and start figuring out how he plans to look while kneeling in front of the entire academy. Zhang Yang calls him an arrogant little nobody and throws a punch. Lin Yu sidesteps it cleanly, but catches a small cut across his cheek from the trailing edge of the strike. Zhang Yang clocks it immediately, asking how long he plans to spend running from attacks. He starts throwing combinations, relentless and heavy, each one carrying the full weight of his superior vitality score. The lackey screams at him to crush Lin Yu like he is nothing. Zhang Yang leaps into the air and drives a flaming punch downward with everything he has. It passes straight through Lin Yu like he is not there. The crowd goes completely silent. Zhang Yang lands and spins around, his face cycling through confusion before landing hard on rage. He demands Lin Yu stop using cheap tricks and fight properly. He starts swinging in every direction, trying to connect with something he can no longer reliably locate. Lin Yu materializes behind him, activates his claw skill, and rakes a clean strike across Zhang Yang's defensive barrier, damaging it enough to register. Zhang Yang snarls and calls him a weak coward. Then he turns to the lackey and gives a single nod. The traps activate. The entire arena floor transforms. An MMA-style enclosure rising from the ground. Every section of fencing loaded with crackling electricity and open flame running along the borders. The teacher shouts that this has gone completely beyond the rules of a sanctioned duel. Zhang Yang tells her to mind her business. The trap does exactly what it was designed to do. The electrified and burning perimeter forces Lin Yu to abandon the camouflage and step back into the open. Moving through the fire and electricity means serious damage, and staying invisible in a shrinking space means eventually getting caught anyway. Lin Yu steps forward into the visible space, his options narrowing by the second. Zhang Yang looks at him from across the arena with the slow, deliberate focus of someone who has already decided how this ends. The crowd leans in. The broadcast captures every second of it. Our boy is standing in the center of a cage built specifically to kill him, with two hands that just survived a 4-on-1 against coordinated monsters, and absolutely nowhere left to disappear to. And that's a wrap, homies. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Drop your thoughts below and hit subscribe for more spicy recaps. Till next time, sayonara.